Wait. If that's not him in the photo, then who is it? Mark sits in the dimly lit interrogation room, his hands trembling. Sweat drips down his face as his eyes fixate on a photo in front of him. The image is clear. A man walking into a woman's apartment. But it's not just any man. The detective, standing beside the table, looks down at Mark, his voice steady, yet cold. "Mark, you don't have a twin." Mark's body stiffens, his breath catching in his throat. He stares at the photo again. His eyes widen in horror. That man in the picture, it's someone who looks exactly like him. The man who entered that apartment. But it wasn't him. He swears it wasn't him. The detective's tone sharpens, a hint of impatience creeping in. He slams a folder down on the table. It contains more photos. More evidence. "We have everything we need. You were seen on camera. We found your fingerprints. This is you, Mark." Mark shakes his head vigorously. No, that's not me," he pleads, his voice desperate. "I didn't do it. I swear." The detective leans in, his face inches from Mark's. "Then who is it, Mark? Who's the man in the photo?" Mark's face pales. He looks down at his hands, now shaking uncontrollably. His mind races. A cold sweat runs down his spine as a thought crashes into him like a wave. "Could it be?" he mutters under his breath. "Is it possible?" He looks back up at the detective, his voice barely audible. "It's my twin." The detective straightens up. He stares at Mark, trying to make sense of the confession. "Mark, you don't have a twin." Mark's heart pounds. The room feels like it's closing in. The walls, the bright lights, they all blur together. He can't breathe. What is happening? Why is this photo of a man who looks exactly like him here, and why is he sitting in this room, being accused of something he didn't do? His mind begins to spin as the detective's words echo in his head. "You don't have a twin." But Mark knows what he saw, what he felt. His twin, the one he thought never existed, is somehow tied to the crime. The truth is slowly suffocating him. He leans back in his chair, his eyes distant, staring at the photo that keeps haunting him. A cold realization grips him. There's no escape. The detective is right. Or maybe, he's wrong. And as Mark tries to piece it all together, one question lingers in his mind. If that's not him in the photo, then who is it? Want to know the truth behind this mystery? Subscribe now and stay tuned for more shocking twists. You don't want to miss what happens next. Trust me, things are about to get even crazier. Hit that subscribe button, you never know what secrets might be revealed next.